What's up, y'all? Man, I'll tell you what. Vegas takes a lot out of you. SHOT Show takes a lot out of you. This is actually my shortest SHOT Show since I started going to SHOT Show that I've been to yet. I was only actually there for the first 2 days, which is Tuesday and Wednesday technically. And yeah, I came back kind of quick. But in that limited time that I was there, I did see some cool things, some WTF things. So yeah, we'll talk all about that tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, it's always good to see you all. And of course, comment down below, what are you guys drinking tonight? Me, I am changing pace drastically because I feel like, I don't know. Tonight, I felt like beer. I'm having a beer in my little horn mug because why the hell not, And the beer I'm having, I'll just see if you guys can guess it. I'll see if you guys can guess what beer it is. It'll probably take you guys forever. It's I'll give you a hint. New England. And it's not an IPA. All right, cool. With that, thanks guys. Appreciate you all being here. I do just have my audio going through the MacBook, not the Yeti mic or whatever, because apparently I guess that wasn't working all that well. So hopefully everything sounds good. You guys give me a thumbs up and whatnot, and just let me know. All right. With that being said, everybody, good to see you guys. Where the hell's my? I cannot find. Sometimes I just forget. There we go. Just in case you guys, forget who I am. There you go. It's over there. All right, cool. Hey, so yeah, this past week was SHOT Show. And like I said, there's a lot of what the hell. There's a lot of cool things that I wish I could afford and so on and so forth. And we'll be talking all about that tonight. By the way, if you haven't downloaded Trigger Hill yet, do that. Triggerhill.com. TRIGGERHILL. It is a new app all about the Second Amendment and firearms content creation. Check it out. You have to download it because, Google and Apple, you're not going to find it in their stores because, well, they don't like what Trigger Hill's doing. They're, like I said, it's an entire 2A friendly space, so much so that they even have a marketplace, which is pretty freaking cool. So Trigger Hill, download it today. Follow your boy Magdump_Morgan. And don't forget, too, to check out my friends over at Monadnock Firearms, MONADNOCK. I think that's right. Monadnock Firearms. All right. If you have a hard time figuring that out, just look up like the most hiked mountain in North America. It's Mount Monadnock. So there you go. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and hop into this here. The Monadnock. That's how you spell Monadnock. that was perfect. All right. Monadnock, shoot us, dare I say, first. Actually, you weren't. I don't know what happened to the comments from earlier. I saw Keith Decker and Tanner. I saw you guys, comment earlier, and I don't know where those comments went. That was kind of funny, but yeah. So there you have it. All right. Let's say, continuing from the Monadnock Shooters, if you're seeing this and you also live in the Granite State, get a hold of your state legislator and tell them to support HB 381. Yes, so House Bill 381 is pretty freaking cool. I put it up on my story earlier today. I've been just found out about it today after a meeting within Gun Owners of America, and we're talking about different bills to pay attention to that are pro-gun. Of course, we have an entire section in these meetings that are, showing like what anti-gun bills we got to be on the lookout for to fight and all that type of fun stuff. But yes, if we can find some pro-gun legislature to find, to throw our support behind, we want to do that. And of course, contact all constituents, all citizens to contact your representatives to support pro-gun legislature. And in the Granite State, the live free or die state here in New Hampshire, we've got House Bill 381. It ultimately states, there's a couple of other states that already have this in effect. I think Texas might be one of them. I think Tennessee is another one. But ultimately, it makes all NFA items that are manufactured within the state, if they stay in the state and are used for purposes within the state, they don't fall under NFA regulation. So if, let's say, maybe I wanted to go down the street to Sig Sauer or to Q, or to Ruger and pick up an SBR that they build, I can 44.73 that sucker and take it home with me. As long as it stays within the state, I'm good. Same thing with silencers and anything else. So it's like, wow, that's pretty freaking cool. Bills like this shouldn't exist. For one, because things like the NFA shouldn't exist. However, the more states implement laws like this, it is a step in the right direction to actually show strength and evidence for repealing the National Firearms Act. If more and more states ultimately say, hey, anything that's manufactured within this state that typically would fall under the jurisdiction of a National Firearms Act type of firearm or accessory, then, and now they don't because of, let's say, House Bill 381, well, then what's the point of the NFA? You see what I'm saying? Just like constitutional carry. Right now, there's 29 states that have constitutional carry. New Hampshire also being one of them. If we get all 50 to be constitutional carry, then what's the point of concealed carry permit? And that's why Gun Owners of America is currently fighting with this current administration, not against, to go ahead and sign the National Constitutional Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act, because that means for all of the other states that do not have constitutional carry, you still have reciprocity from your state as long as you have a permit. But the 29 other states should get reciprocity, or will, if this bill passes, will get reciprocity to all other states that do not have constitutional carry. So it's like, hey, wherever your home state, whatever your home state's laws are, is what your laws will be anywhere you go. So if for us constitutional carry folks, hey, that's awesome. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, get out there, contact your representatives, tell them to support some pro-gun awesomeness. All right, cool. Thank you, Monadnock Shooters, for bringing that up. Dilligaff, good to see you. Good evening, everybody. Keith, earlier post got wiped. I posted a cheers this afternoon, so how dare you? Cheers, Keith. Refreshing. I felt like just something cold tonight. I don't know, cold. I had like a bunch of water earlier, then I was like, I don't know. I feel like staying on this hydration train. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see over here. Scott Hughes, good to see you. Wolverines in the house. We've got Keith asking how Tanner's little one is doing. That's always really cute. And said we were here 17 hours ago. I was going to say something, but figured, nah, someone else will. Hell, Keith getting after it. No, I appreciate you guys. Greetings and salutations, fellow Magdump peeps, coming in from James. Appreciate you, man. Mike, you. Hey to Keith. Country Bear Assassin. Magdump Morgan is most dapper, and we all know it. You should have won. All good. Of course, Country Bear Assassin is talking about the Gundys. Your boy here did host the 6th annual Gundy Award ceremony, and that's always such a good time. It really is a lot of fun. I don't care what you think about the Gundys, honestly. If you think it's just a bunch of showboating and popularity contest, you can think that. I also think it's a really good opportunity for networking and for a bunch of these smaller content creators to get recognized, which they do, because there are quite a few of them I never heard of before. And I usually like to think that I stay pretty much on top of that, since that is kind of like what my world is. But anyway, yeah, so in my category, there were some dapper individuals. It's just your boy didn't make it. All right. What the Kicks won out, though. I guess guys and gals like shorts. I don't know, but nah, I kind of picked that up though whenever on the Gundy's Instagram it was rigged. I kind of picked that up when everybody pretty much said if What the Kicks doesn't win, and I was like, okay, wow, look at the Instagram post. You guys are getting it. Rob Jones from Monadnock Firearms, good to see you, bro. Shit show recap, absolutely. So let's go ahead and hop into it here, because there was a lot of things that came out. We can go ahead and start with one of the things that I saw there. I guess I should go ahead and probably just share my screen to show you guys what I'm looking at that I saw. Just pull it up real quick, because there's a manufacturer that we all probably know of that gets made fun of fairly often, because it's like, how many lines of cocaine can you do in the in your development section of your warehouse or whatever it is. And then it's like you throw anything at the wall, whatever sticks is whatever you guys are going to come up with next, right? So it's like pistol, clip fed, 5.7, bam. And Kel-Tec brings us the PR57. And okay, you know, let me just share my screen real quick so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Because like I said, it's everything I said it was. It's a pistol. It's chambered in 5.7, and it's clip fed. All right. So take a look at this. Magazine-less. The top-loading design makes the frame profile slim and compact. 20 rounds fit into the grip of the gun, which can be manually inserted one at a time or by using 2 of the provided 10-round stripper clips for a quick speed reload. Yes, I want one to see how fast this speed reload can be. And since it's clip fed and doesn't have an actual magazine, I feel like they're trying to bypass some state laws there, because at the end of the day, you still have pretty like awesome capacity with it being 20 rounds in a compact, lightweight firearm. You know, y'all tell me what you think about this, about the PR57 from Kel-Tec. These freaking guys, man. These freaking guys, I'll tell you. All right, so that was one thing that I saw that I thought was pretty interesting. And again, just a whole lot of WTF. What are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? So I want to hear from you guys talking about, I guess I can keep it up so I can see some of what you guys are doing. But first, thanks, Mike. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for donating to the Nods Fund. If Kelsey is watching, she will be happy to know that Nods are going to be on hold for a little bit for me, because our wedding is coming up, and I did probably the most adult thing I have done in a very long time, aside from, you know, making and having kids. And that would be getting her wedding present. So dual tubes will be on hold for now, and I will miss them, because I just got a new helmet. From my friends over at Ballistic Armor Co., made in the US. It's a level 3A helmet. I'm really excited to try it out. Super high cut, as you can tell. Even on the back, they say it's like a sniper's preferred helmet, because even if you're wearing a plate carrier and stuff, you can still get in the prone position without this, like, you know, interfering with your body armor and stuff. So I want to try it out. I'm going to see how comfortable it really is. I can tell you right now, the foam inserts it's like memory foam. Shit's awesome. All right. So that's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I was really wanting. Yeah. So you're welcome, babe. You're welcome. Okay. Dilligaff, I definitely didn't steal this $2 from an old lady. Appreciate that. And of course, Danny Lamb, Mickey Mouse Club. Danny, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing all right, dude. Got to see him a little bit as well at SHOT, which is pretty fun. It's always good to see the homies, you know what I'm saying? And then we got the best of all floors. Good evening from Kansas. X marks the spot. Good to see you again, man. What's good, everyone? Jessica Simp 44. I'm finally back after missing the last one from my sleep debt, because this time I have taken my Black Rifle Super Coffee to catch this particular live chat. So it's time to lock and load. Awesome. Try Blackout Coffee Co. You know, Blackout Coffee. They're pretty good. And actually, like, you know, donate to a good cause to defend your Second Amendment. So, you know, there's that. All right. JC, love you, Magnum Mafia. We love you too, man. Thank you so much. Monadnock Shooters, SHOT Show is fantastic, if exhausting. Yeah, dude, you did a lot of walking around. What were some of the coolest things you saw? One of the neat things I saw also, I got to meet Lloyd from Yellowstone at the OA Defense booth, and I talked with OA Defense about some cool upcoming stuff that you will probably be seeing on the channel even, which will be pretty fun. So OA Defense has got some pretty cool stuff out coming. They just released their new Pro pistols too. In fact, I can probably pull those up. Some of the stuff I know that they definitely already had, so I don't want to be showing you the same old, but I mean, look at this thing, right? Like, where am I here? Boom. Yeah. Oh, wait, dude, I was just looking at that. Go back. Yeah, that's sexy, right? That just looks pretty freaking awesome, right? So the Pro Elite raising the bar again from OA Defense. Again, just really cool stuff that they got coming out. I really do like their High Desert Finish series. That just looks pretty freaking awesome. So, yeah. Oh, my buddy. What's up, Mike? Tactical Considerations. Yeah. It's they just that just looks really freaking cool if you ask me. So I'm a fan of that price point. Good question. Yeah. So I mean, it ain't cheap. You're looking at about a right in the middle between the two different finishes, about $3,200. So ain't cheap. All right. But speaking from personal preference, mine is, can't show it on camera, Clint, can't touch what's right here. I should have had it sitting right over there, but I didn't. So, but anyway, yeah, mine is the base 2311, and I am definitely a fan of that. I mean, I think I just heard Kels like drop something upstairs. Hope it wasn't a kid. That'd be bad. Listening for crying, and I think we're good. So, but yeah, there you go. Pretty cool stuff coming from OA Defense, formerly known as just Oracle Arms before the rebrand. So yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. Normal Syntax, good to see you again on Twitch. Jeffrey is wanting to hope everybody is doing well. All right. Let's see here. Brandon Bradshaw, PSA Saber 2011 and the new Canic Prime were hits. I did see the Canic Prime for just a moment. The PSA Saber 2011 I didn't see too much of, but I did see Cameron from PSA. And he and I shared some laughs and good stories for a second, and some hopeful things in the future. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Specifically probably for April. So there you go. And thanks, Midnight's Hunter. Thanks for being a monthly member, and of course, buying some mints for the wedding. I'll probably need them. So thank you. Oh man! All right, and you guys are drinking water because you're old, right? Gatorade because you're at work. Hey, what they don't know can't hurt. All right, just kidding. Don't do that. Mag Dump After Dark again. You already know it. James, Clint, any GOA job openings in Oklahoma area for retired Air Force E7 with years of leadership experience? I don't know nothing about Oklahoma, dude. I'll be honest with you, except for that Zach Bryan song, Oklahoma Smoke Show. Other than that, I don't know. The good news is I can ask and find out, I can say he's a homie. So there you go, but yeah, Rumble is not up. What do you mean Rumble is not up? Rumble should be up because let's see. Let's go. Oh, hello. Looks like, yeah, it's working for me. So I see AK up now, Mr. Interview Style at SHOT Show. Okay, all right, cool. I see you now. All right, cool. All right, we're good. We're solid. Miller Light over there. I feel you, man. Chris is wanting to say, hey, everybody, good to go. Clint, put Classic Farms in a subscribing bankruptcy. Jesus Christ. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did actually photobomb some of the Classic guys a couple of times. And then I didn't realize this when I walked into the Canic booth. If you guys want to get a little behind the scenes, my GOA partner there, she's part of the Empower 2A, the women's movement out of Pennsylvania. She was the one keeping me on time for everything. And I didn't realize that John Valleco, our executive vice president, and then some of the higher ups there at Canic and Century Arms were actually waiting on me to start the meeting. And that's why you hear her towards when I walk out. She's like, Clint, we got to go. Because I just walked in there. I was like, I see these guys. I'm going to go give them a hard time. And yeah, I'm kind of a loose cannon like that. So, but that's why they hired me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, whoops. Sorry, guys. Just me being me. Yeah. But anyway, so I thought it was kind of fun. No, not Sam Adams tonight. Appreciate it, though. Thanks, Mad Nocturus. I did have one of their Blondales recently. It might just be called the Blondale. But my favorite Sam Adams was the Porch Rocker. That thing is just too good, too refreshing, you know. Let's see. Sean, what's up? God bless you, good sir. God bless you. Appreciate that, man. And let's see here. Seems a lit. Mike seems a lit. Or maybe. Cheers, you guys. No, not PBR tonight. All right, we're good. All right. I see what you're saying. Cool. All right. Oh yeah, there you go. Love the video bomb. He did the classic. And then when Matt was at SIG, I had to do that because SIG I was surprised to actually see there this year. But yeah. And Danny, SHOT Show finally over. It felt like months long. Yeah, you tell me, man. What did you guys see there too? That was pretty freaking cool. Speaking of Century, at the Century booth, they did have the 5.56 roller delayed and 308 roller delayed guns that they're bringing into the market, which I thought looked pretty freaking cool. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah. Jessica Sim 44. In the last live chat, I remember you were in the mood to carry handle ARs because of Gary Gordon. I still am, but you know, one day. Just look at my name and you'll get Monadnock right. Yeah, that's right. Jake, good to see you again as well. All right. Christina Mitchell. Sup, Clint? Just finished reading 25 pages of the Hunger Games. Got tonight and just wanted to say hi before I go to sleep. Have a good night. Appreciate that. Thank you. And have a good night. All right. And getting into the Hunger Games. Talk about revolution, right? Yeah. All right. Oh, where's my Hugh Hefner robe? You need the pipe also? Yeah, nah. If it's 10 p.m. or later, the robe comes out, all right? But before that, nah, man. I'll just be chilling in what I wear. So there you go. All right. Let's see here. Thanks for throwing a live on here. I would have said to heck with it and gone to bed. Fair enough. And thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. Okay, so let me find a couple of other things that I saw that I just thought were, pretty. Oh God, pretty nifty at SHOT Show. One of which is now something I want to pull up that I can't actually. It's a chronograph. It's a knockoff from the Garmin one and about half the price, and I thought that was pretty nifty. So there's that coming out, but I don't even remember who it was by now. So there's that. Oh God, I went to all these different booths. So Santan Tactical, they're with CMC Triggers. Stop by theirs. They've got some neat things coming out as well. If you guys don't know Santan, I'll have a video coming out on one of their ARs here soon. They are arguably the first manufacturer to come out with a ambidextrous lower receiver. So it's a bolt release, not a bolt catch. So it's not like complete ambi in my mind, but hey, it does have an ambi bolt release and mag release. So, there is that. But like I said, I'll be doing a dedicated video on that gun here coming up soon. So yeah, there you have that. All right. Swung by Bull Armory. They've just Bull Armory guys. So I finally met the guys over there at Bull Armory and absolutely love talking with them and showing all the cool things that they have. And you're going to see some cool stuff coming from there. Obviously, you guys have seen the ultralight on my channel and the TAC, which is also just sitting right here, which you probably can't see right now. But the ultralight is their concealed carry gun, which is just freaking fantastic. I do believe I'm going to be adding another one or two to the collection here sometime soon, so that should be pretty freaking cool. So keep on the lookout for that. No, I did not swing by Glock's booth. I did not see the Glock Aimpoint collaboration. And I'll give you my thoughts on that. The Glock Aimpoint collaboration. I'll just go ahead and pull that up real quick. What I think about that is Okay, can we stop with the pop-ups? Jesus Christ. Okay, so take a look at this, all right? Glock Perfection meets Aimpoint Performance. In collaboration with Aimpoint, the pioneer of red dot sights, Glock introduces a specialized pistol and red dot sight combo, offering unparalleled accuracy and reliability. My thoughts on this is it's actually pretty simple. If you want if you try this pistol dot out and you really like it, you want that Glock reliability and everything else and customization and all that, you got it here, you know? So I think this is actually really cool, personally, but really specific. You know, this isn't something. It's kind of like, all right, if I buy the Glock 40, because personally I'd probably go for the Glock 45, this one here, right? If I go for the Glock 45 with what they're calling the A cut, the Aimpoint cut, and now I've got this pistol, which apparently does co-witness, with this red dot, I know I'm going to get something pretty freaking sweet. I know I'm probably going to get something reliable, durable, and, you know, that's awesome. But if I ever wanted to swap it out, put that red dot on something else, put a different red dot on here, you just don't have that capability, right? So that's just something to take into consideration. But at the end of it all, if you're looking for a durable red dot and a Glock, then there's not really a loss here from what I can tell, unless you just don't like that red dot. I didn't pick up the gun and play with it. I didn't look through the red dot. I didn't look at the reticle. I didn't look at anything. I didn't touch it. I didn't even go to the Glock booth. So, you know, just that coming out and being released, all right, it's a Glock. You know what to expect there. It's Aimpoint. I assume it's going to be awesome because Aimpoint doesn't put out shit. So, okay, cool. But just know you're stuck with that. And if you're cool with that, great. I could see this being like a duty, like if law enforcement agencies were to actually start like issuing out, you know, pistol red dot, things like that. This might be the ticket, honestly. So that's my thoughts on that. You guys tell me what you think. And yeah, you know, let me just get down to some of this stuff on over here. Yeah, definitely solid duty gun for sure. From Justin Howe, good to see you, bro. And it looks like a solid duty gun. There you go. Mr. Larry Vickers loves Aimpoint. Yeah, which makes sense. And Larry's awesome, man. I talked to him recently, by the way. I just checked in on him. He said he's doing well. And that's pretty much what he had to say for me. So just in case you guys wanted an update on Mr. Vickers. All right. Let's see here. I will take a Shadow Systems to the Hollow Sun before a Glock imprint collab. Oh, man. Those are some bold words. That's good. That's good. By the way, anybody guess? I mean, I guess I skipped through a couple of different, comments or whatever, but yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. So PSA did have all their different, yeah. So there's a PSA 50 cal that they're trying to come out with, or it's, you know, up to the people type of thing, the people's choice gun. That's interesting. I mean, I'd shoot it at least once. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. OA Pro slaps. That's what I was thinking. That's what I thought as well. So there you go. Yeah, the PSA 50 BMG for 2K and under. Is this real life? Dude, if it comes out and it works, like, that would be very interesting. You got what I'm saying? Tactical. Hey, what's up, dude? Got a killer beard going on my guy. Gonna need it for that winter weather. Yeah, except it's going away. Yeah, I got drill. I got drill coming up, so it's gonna have to go bye-bye. You know, and Kels wants me to get married in uniform. It's like the most boot pogue thing I could do. But hey, happy wife, happy life. And she had the audacity. She's like, "Could you have your beard in uniform?" I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not even supposed to have a beard now, technically, but what are you going to do? You know what I mean? You're not going to NJP me for facial hair outside of drilling status. So, and if you did, I'd just get out at that point, which I'm probably going to do anyway. So if my command is watching this, newsflash, I'm probably going to be getting out. So, you know, I want to serve, you know, at least a couple of months as old Pete, as SecDef, you know. just to see if there's a difference. But I, as a reservist, probably won't see much of a difference. But there you go. All right. Underwhelmed by the Geisley bolt action. Didn't really see it. I saw that it was announced, but have no idea. No idea what I'm thinking about there. So there you go. Didn't see anything. I actually didn't get by Arrow, unfortunately. Yep. So I didn't get to see like their lever gun or anything like that. Still carrying the definition knife. So I've got actually a few knives in my rotation right now. The definition knives are definitely super nice knives. Again, this one being the bird shot. I have recently, I'm, like I said, I've I am into knives. All right. And recently picked up a couple of Kershaws as well. And I got to remember which all the different ones are. Like this one's the Launch 7, like nifty, like little freaking knife there. Like, look at that guy, right? That's pretty freaking sweet. And you'll notice I got some of the fixed blades here from Zero Tolerance. And these things are just freaking nice, man. I mean, that's a good looking knife right there. And then this one, also from Zero Tolerance. It's going to look really good when I do all my Henry stuff. But yeah, really like that blade there also. Like that's good stuff, I've been looking for a new fixed blade knife to kind of consider my like everyday fixed blade knife, and I'm wanting to do perhaps maybe one day like a mag dump Clint Morgan like special knife or whatever. And it's just that leather still needs to stretch a little bit. There it goes. And so maybe that'll happen, maybe that'll happen one day. But yes, I keep the definition knives on rotation, also with the Kershaws. I legitimately, it depends on the pants that I'm wearing. I'll change up what knife I have on just because, so there you go. Way off subject from Redneck Dragon, but did you see Donald Trump Jr.'s tweet earlier about maybe bringing back privateering against drug cartels? Thoughts? I love that. Like, legitimately, get the people involved, man. How else do you make it like, oh my God. Think about a bunch of rich dudes on their yacht with 50 BMGs and, freaking M14 EBRs, because that's just what I imagine you'd use in a situation like that. And, yeah, and just start, like just, hey, $1,000, ammo included, bring your own gun. We're going to head into coastal waters and, possibly intercept some cartels. Okay. And, yeah, there you go. If I had my own yacht and that type of stuff, I think that would be pretty freaking fun. So I would spend $1,000 on that. 110%. So there you go. I'd try out my new helmet. So yeah, there you have it. Oh man. All right. Coming on down here. Caleb is saying Kershaw knives are great EDC. That's what I think, Ian, good to see you as well. 8 strong together. Collab with DK for a merch knife. I would buy that. No, maybe that would work. Maybe we do something like that. James, I'm in on the privateering if the Mag Dump Mafia starting rotation on the border. I think we'd have some. I think we'd have a pretty good lineup, personally. You know what I'm saying? Can I borrow somebody's nods? Let's see here. I see cruise options. That's what I'm saying. I think we're gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws reference. That will give you a hint as to what beer I'm drinking tonight. There you go. Oh, man. I think it's awesome that all military personnel who are fired for not taking the COVID vaccine are being rehired and given full benefits back. Yeah, I do too. I think that's exactly what, well, it should have never happened to begin with. But, what are you going to do? Just, damn it. But yeah. Let's see here. Didn't you post a picture with the Kershaw Dawn Star knife? Yeah, I did. Is this one? Wait, which one's the Dawn Star? Hold on. I've got that one. I've got Outlier. I got a few. Dawn Star. Here we go. Yeah, this one's on the box is screwed on that one. There we go. Yeah, this one is pretty freaking dope. Look at that thing. All right, so that's the Dawn Star there. Made in America. Gotta love all that stuff, man. They seem to be pretty proud of that also, which is dope if you ask me. So yeah, or at least most of these are made in the U.S. Oh, this one's made in China. Sorry, designed in the U.S. I know a few of them are actually made in the USA. I know the zero tolerance knives, they are, and that's something obviously I'm kind of looking forward to. Yeah, so the Launch 7, this one's made in the U.S. right, and I guess the ones that actually have the American flag on them probably are made in the U.S. So that makes sense to me. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. Narragansett. That's it, man. Crush it like Quint. Yeah, that's Quint's beer of choice in Jaws. And of course, coming up here, and I saw it, and I was like, well, I have to try it. And it's actually not a bad beer. I like it. It's refreshing. So there you go. Brandon Herrera would be the greatest privateer commander of our time. I agree with that. Oh my goodness. All right here. Sully, you get the care package, brother. Which one? Was it another bottle of 2A? I don't know. Maybe. It's been a while since I've been by my P.O. box, so I'll have to check that out. And I do not have White Claw in the horn, no. Did you gamble in Vegas, and are you up or down? No, I didn't do any gambling this time around. I have before. Usually it's blackjack for me. And last time I really went in on the blackjack tables, it's outside of the strip. I went to this one place called Ellis Island. It's like brewery and casino, because isn't everywhere. And I had a lot of fun there. I made like $300 and that was that. So with the help, of some people at the table. And yeah, that's so technically I'm up because I just haven't gambled a whole lot since then. So there you go. But no, I don't really do any of that. All right. So continuing on over here, Justin, Kayla Cummings is local from Fitzwilliam who won. Oh yeah, she makes her own knives. They're nasty. Yeah, I've seen her. Not on Naked and Afraid, but yeah, I do. I didn't know she was local. That's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Where did I? Okay, but yeah, no, I think I might follow her on Instagram. But yeah, I think she does some pretty cool shit. I know I've seen knives, so there you go. Oh yes. So yes, I did get the bottle of 2A. UPS though, they're the ones that actually were like, hey, we knew you. So, but the address was actually wrong, but they knew the name, and they're like, so we're just gonna, I knew my UPS driver's cool as shit. He's like, yeah, it's you. So, here you go. But yeah, so just be aware of that. There you go. No, I did not make range day this year. I was doing all the Gundy stuff. So, that's pretty much all I got to do. But smart up is good. And that's pretty much where I'm at. All right. So that's all there. Let's see here. James, I'm here. Just got the kid to sleep. I've been listening off the TV though. Hats up, chat. What's up, Clint? Cheers. Good to see you as well. Tanner, high roller slots are the fastest way to lose or win 1K. That's why they're so fun. Brother, I ain't trying to lose 1K. Making 1K, yeah, it sounds good and everything, but I'm going to wait until I know I have a little bit more of a positive ROI or a more guaranteed positive ROI. So, there's that. All right, there's that. Best placement for magnifier red dot on an 18-inch AR. Red dot magnifier on an 18-inch. All right. So 18-inch. I don't really go. Not saying that you couldn't, obviously. This is an 18-inch right here that the FAL is. ACOG, obviously, back here, it's not a 308 ACOG. It is 556, so it's not like it's going to be the most accurate thing at distance for me if I'm utilizing the actual bullet drop compensation, but whatever. It's still an ACOG and it's still freaking cool. So as far as that goes, as far as placement, just do it. Just do what feels comfortable to you. Obviously, you got to take into consideration the eye relief of the actual magnifier, which maybe I have one laying around somewhere so I can just show, but I don't. But they're attached, which, ow, YouTube can't see what I'm doing. So the one I'm taking off right now, oh God, oh shit. Okay, well, it's really on there, so that's not coming off. And I hit my watch. God dang. So I was trying to take off the G45. That's the 5X magnifier that EOTech makes. I was trying to show you that one because if I were to go for an 18-inch AR, I would definitely go with the G45 just to give you a little bit more of that magnification. And like I said, I would just place it wherever it makes sense. Typically, I like to have the EOTech or the holographic over, or the red dot, just over the bolt carrier. And you can kind of see that, like the red dot on my SIG here. You can see that on the Prism optic on the Rostic over here. I actually have it a little bit further back just because of, again, eye relief properties here. Same thing, Swamp Fox on that guy there on that Prism. That one works pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that. Anything and everything as far as, like I said, placement goes for an optic, you just got to play with it. And it looks like my camera decided, what the hell, dude? Why does it continue to do this? This is the most annoying thing. Stand by. It's just Sony, dude. It's like I think it overheated again. We'll see. I think it overheated again because I had the screen closed. That is so frustrating. So I opened up the screen now. It just, yeah, Sony is getting fired. Yeah, right. So I don't know. I'm probably actually just going to get a dedicated streaming camera instead of using the one that I actually do all my content with and stuff. So there you go. Or I guess I could just use my phone. Honestly, I could just at this point. But there you go. So there you have it. All right. But sight placement goes on receiver, never handguard. Good point. I guess I just don't think about that because it's just something you don't do. But yes, do not or bridge the optic. If you have like a monolithic upper receiver, it's not that big of a deal because, well, it's monolithic. But if you do not, like most ARs, you have a rail and then the actual receiver. The upper receiver is where you want to mount your optic, right? Now, there's a lot of very solid rails that lock into place that utilize different, like, the Dana Defense rails, very solid. So there's that. The entire point is the rail could shift, things like that. You just want to make sure that the upper receiver is where you're mounting your optics to. That's all. All right, cool. So a quick touch the guns while the camera is off. It's pretty smart, honestly. Thanks again, James, for new camera fun since nods are off the table for now. I appreciate that, James. Thank you so much. And thanks for answering. Love the content. Mr. DeMacro, of course, man. No problem. Your message on your last video was fire. Thank you. I appreciate that. That video was actually pretty fun to make because I ran a bunch of drills. And I saw, a couple of different comments. In fact, this is kind of what today might turn into is, just getting to some comments on different videos and stuff like that. But you'll find that if I scroll down here, I don't know, where are all these? And it's funny too, those videos, aren't like the most popular, but at the same time, I feel like they just need to be said. And it's much of a wake-up call or a message to me as it is to anyone that might need to be hearing that message watching. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, if we take a look here and scroll down some, yeah, Rent Collector, you here, bro? Slipping in the snow and ice, slower times on your drill due to the extra layers of clothing, not to mention how it restricts your movement. Did very well. Loved your trigger control on the fall. Doesn't always end that well. And that's very true. And yes, I did bust my ass and while recording. And in fact, we can probably find that. Yeah, here you go. It's pretty fun.
Glass is fogging up, slipping in the snow.
There it is. So, yeah, take a second. Like, yeah, that sucks. Get up, go in the snow, finish the drill.
Oh, that hurt.
And you know, hey, it happens, right? But yeah, you know, in this video, I'm wearing my outer jacket, inner jacket, long sleeve shirt, and then base layer. And so, you know, you got four freaking layers on right there, right? Yeah, 4 layers there. I've got my long johns on, you know, base layer underneath my Born Primitive pants, 2 layers of gloves, everything else. And, you know, I'm getting more and more comfortable shooting that way. And all this, guys, is just mostly it's all snow and ice. That's all that is that's out there. And so, you know, running those drills, I mean, yeah, you know, it's a little tricky out there. But somebody commented, you know, obviously the camera angle's a little back. Somebody commented that oh, I don't know. Oh, well, that's the last comment. Don't you want your outside leg on the direction you lean off a barrier? Your footwork looked horrible. All that training won't help if you do it wrong. All right, guy. Yeah, you know, I get it, dude. I get what you're saying. And to your point, yeah, you want to try to minimize as much body that's exposed as possible. But I am going right to left here. So, you know, actually, I think I'm starting at a target over here, and then coming on down and trying to pie the barrier. Then, of course, I do go left hand after I, you know, reload from the pistol. So, you know, I'm doing a bunch of different things. But ultimately, what I'm doing here is familiarizing myself with my firearm in the cold. I think that day was, again, single digits. And making sure I can actually manipulate my firearm, get to my gear with all these gloves on and everything else. Because the moment you start incorporating all these different factors, such as extra layers, such as gloves, thick gloves. I mean, those are leather gloves with a cloth insert as well. My hands were still cold, and it's like it's a whole different beast, you know. So incorporating all of that, you start to realize really quick where your focus goes. I'm not focusing so much on concealing my body, which obviously I should be, especially in a gunfight. I'm just worried about making sure I can get to the controls. My weapon's on fire and I'm hitting the target, right? And you know, so slowing it down and focusing on what is actually the basics in that regard is something I should do. But at the end of the day, I ran that drill 8 times that day. And I think 5 times were actually recorded. The other 3 times were, you know, warming up, stuff like that. And yeah, I actually continued to run the drill after I was done recording too, for the video. And I was actually out there recording a different video and decided I'm going to make this video here because this is some bullshit. Y'all better be enjoying this stuff. And so there you have it, you know, and I'll get to the other comments there too and everything. I know this video or this live stream is kind of going all over the place because we're supposed to be talking about SHOT Show stuff, but y'all know how it goes, you know. For those of you that probably asked also if I got any content while I was at SHOT Show, I did not. All of my time went to GOA and meetings with GOA and stuff like that. So the only time that I actually got to like check out something was as if I had an appointment or a meeting with that company that I was there with. So next year I might have a little bit better, you know, time management, things like that. But this year, you know, we had some other things going on where I couldn't stay the entire length of the time, and I just couldn't, you know, get to everything I wanted to do. So there you go. Justin, thanks again, man. Travis Haley actually does a good video on not worrying about leg position because you're focusing on how you're going to die. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you definitely want to just engage that target, So there's that. And again, slipping on ice and running these drills, going from point A to point B, trying to do that as quickly as possible without busting your ass. Because guys, I slipped multiple times, right? The one run that I did actually fairly clean, that was the one where I was like, you know what? This is the one we need to turn into a video because you're gonna bust your ass again. And but I want to be completely transparent and show you guys, hey, I slip, I fall. It happens to all of us. And what do? I get up and I keep running the drill. That's at least one example I want to set is don't stop. You might take a breather real quick because you just bust your ass, but finish the drill and do it adequately. So there you go. But thank you, Justin. Appreciate the super chat, man. James says, you can tell the guy that commented on your footwork never had to yell, I'm up, they see me, I'm down. If it sticks out, it gets shot at. Right. That is very true. Need a cameraman for shot next year. That was actually the plan. Kels was going to fly out with me. She was going to do some recording while I got my buddy Lex to do some interviewing. But I also know that's kind of weird because, it's just my channel. I don't have a lot of other faces on the channel. So if I brought somebody in to do interviewing, it might be a little odd. So, there you go. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next year, but I'll figure it out because, that was something I had a lot of fun doing at SHOT Show when I was at Classic, was actually doing, all the interviews. I got to see a lot of my friends, got to go out, learn about new things, hear about all the awesome stuff that's there. And of course, that gave a lot of content for some of my favorite things I got to see at SHOT Show. So be expecting from Classic, the top things from SHOT Show for like the next month, because we try to milk that stuff because they're trying to put out so much content. So it's like, all right, do as much as you possibly can at SHOT Show. So that way we have videos that'll last at least for the next month, because we're putting out, 5 videos a week. I don't think they're still putting out that much, which makes sense because that causes burnout. Wonder why I'm not there anymore. So there you go. But there you have it. Is SHOT Show worth it for civilian? Well, it is only open to the industry. If you've got a friend that owns a gun shop and invites you to go and will let you go like under one of their passes or something like that, I definitely think it's like worth it to go at least one time, just so you can like check it out. Go to the circle bar, drink with some people you watch on the internet, and have a really good time. You will, if you, again, going as a civilian without having to have like any obligation of like doing work is pretty cool, because you can walk around, you can talk with the different reps, you can see all the different things. I can only imagine going to SHOT Show without having my time completely devoted to the organization or the company that I'm working for. I'm just going for me. That would be a whole different world, right? Like so much less stress of trying to make meetings and appointments and everything else. I actually get to stop and take a look at the things that I want to see, or the things I don't want to see, but there it is, So it's like, yeah, as a civilian, as an individual going, totally worth it. Like, check it out, do it. I would recommend it, So there you go. Dave, yeah, at least I am out there doing it. Yes, you are right. The guy does have a point. If you are training and doing the wrong thing, then all you're doing is reinforcing bad habits, right? So as I always advocate for, and always the student, I take a firearms class about, it depends, but I'll probably do about 2 a year. Sometimes it's a basic class, and sometimes it's a more intermediate class. It just depends, right? And yeah, so yeah, get out there and train and take some courses, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I got like 2 interviews, had a ton of moving around I had to do, and hungover and time management, and over 80,000 steps Monday through Friday. Yeah, I didn't also drink. I had one drink at the Gundy's before the night, just to kind of calm the nerves, and just an old fashioned. And then every other night, yeah, I probably had something with dinner, but not much more than that. So that's that. Members bloopers section. Hey, you guys can email in your bloopers to magdupmafia@gmail.com. We'll check them out. Would you ever consider going on Sam Hyde's podcast? I'm not too sure who Sam Hyde is. I'll be honest with you. So, I mean, the answer is yes. I'll probably go on just about any podcast. So, sure. Civvies can't really go to SHOT Show unless you're industry. Right, and that's what I was saying, Danny. So, what's up, Firebird 305? Good to see you. Just popping in while I get ready for work. Appreciate live content, brother. It's always a fun conversation. Pew pew. Appreciate that, Dan. Thank you, man. And it is a good time. This is one of my favorite things to do. So there you go. Danny, I can interview. I just need to get you on the channel, man. I need to put it this way. I need my viewers to have a familiar face before I put said face in front of the camera to interview people. You know what I'm saying? I think a reason why I have, so many followers come from Classic is you guys actually enjoyed my interview style at SHOT Show. So I would legitimately want to train up how I interview also, because it's really simple. It's, what do you got new when you walk into the booth? It's actually became a lot easier as I gained more and more friends in the industry, because they'd be like, oh, you guys dropped this, let's talk about it. And then you hit on what everybody wants to know, MSRP. And you just let the conversation naturally take place, right? So if you can talk about the operating system of a firearm when it's released, you can talk about magazines that it's coming with, right? It just goes on and on and on. You just want to talk about the things that your viewers most likely would find interest in, and it has to be kind of specific, right? If you're talking about, the next 9mm pistol and you ask about twist rate of the barrel, that's not really, but if you're going to Christensen Arms and you're asking about a hunting rifle, then maybe twist rate's kind of important, right? So just knowing what questions to ask to who and when to ask them is kind of important. But you also just can't make shit up, so it takes practice, honestly. And I would love to get back into it because that stuff's fun, it's a lot of fun. So there you go. Yeah, Jake, Monadnock Shooters, I can say it was an awesome experience. That's great. Just the Gundies, Keith. Yeah, so the Gundies, being open to the public now was a lot of fun, right? So SHOT Show is open to the public. No, SHOT Show is not open to the public. It used to be, and then people started stealing stuff, so then they made it industry only, which honestly, I'm kind of happy it's industry only, because that is where a lot of work gets done. And if it was open to the public too, that's just a lot. So I appreciate industry only trade shows, but I also appreciate organizations and companies that host their own show that is open to the public, like Gun Owners of America with Goals 2025 in August. All right. 9th and 10th back at Knoxville, Tennessee. So see you guys there. Open to the public, like I said, or at least open to GOA members, which, $25 at the door if you're not a GOA member. So still open to the public. So there you go. But yeah, the Gundies are a good time. So there you go. Let's see here. Dry fire is our friend. That is absolutely true. It was hilarious watching you troll the CF guys. They're still bros at the end of the day, John over there, he's like a little brother to me. Matt, obviously just an awesome dude, right? Aaron, I know he's not with Classic anymore technically, but he's over there at Century and Canic. And when I saw him, getting interviewed by Kaya, I was like, dude, I got to, you know what I mean? So there you go. Jason too, big shout out, obviously. Grant. But yeah, Kling. Huh. I'm moving to Somersworth, New Hampshire to Texas just to long range shoot. I use my VA loan to buy a house. I'm 100% disabled combat vet. That's okay. So I'm sorry you're disabled, but that's awesome. I know that sounds a little messed up, but you get what I'm saying, right? But yeah, that's pretty freaking cool, man. Somersworth, New Hampshire to Texas. Well, it should be warmer. So there you go. All righty here. Oh, I felt for you while waiting for Baby Yoda to pee. It's YOTA because, Toyota 4Runner. Oh, man. Yeah, if you guys didn't see that, that's actually like one of the best things that happened at the Gundies. My friend Lindsay won best photo of the year, and we lost her. We couldn't find her. She had no idea that her category was coming up, and she had no idea that she won. And sure enough, she did. And it was at that time that she was in the bathroom when they announced her, and it was a Bueller moment for a minute. So I'm trying to find it now, and that was just absolutely hilarious. Where the hell is it? I cannot find it for the life of me. There's Roy talking. There's America, or Mullets Mountains America. 4 Boxes Diner won. There's What the Kicks winning. Most Dapper, Asad Ayub. There's Wooks. Oh, there's Lindsay. God, that shit was so funny. Here, I'll play this for you guys so you can so you can see it. All right. Oh man, Lindsay, she's so funny, dude. She's such a sweetheart too.
We'd like to thank every one of the nominees tonight. And the winner is the photo of the year, Baby Yoda.
Like, all right, cool. And we're looking, we're scanning the audience.
He may be in the bathroom.
And she was legitimately in the bathroom. So it's like, wow, good timing. And it's like, all right.
I'm going to tell a joke.
Say, Lindsay, I saw you earlier. We got, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for Baby Yoda.
It was legitimately about that time. I was like, all right.
Yo, off the cuff, like, you know how long it took me to come up with the TikTok thing? Jeez. Well, let's do this. Hey, Lindsay, you won a Gundy. What are you doing just walking in?
And her husband, Ron, he's such a sweetheart, dude. They're just awesome people.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, that was too funny, man. But yeah, I just thought that was absolutely hilarious when that happened because, you know, it's just like, dude, are you going to get up and go to the bathroom? Yes, Grogu, Baby Yoda is exactly right. Oh, man. You know, it happens on occasion, right? Kels actually dressed me up there, you know, with the jacket, you know, the nice pants and everything. So there you go. Oh, no, that's an idea.
Guys.
I'll go ahead
Sorry,
and
I had a bathroom
stop
break.
this now, but just say thank you, Lindsay, for showing up. Get Alec to interview for you at SHOT next year. He needs to be on one of your lives soon. I enjoy the show. Thanks, man. Trying to get him to coordinate anything. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Let's see. I had her before, then I watched the interview, then this, America. That's awesome. Danny Lamb, also tell the Gundies folks to open up VIP tickets for sale. Sitting up top sucked last year. Free drinks and good seats. So much better. I'd pay the extra for VIP treatment. So that's something that we're talking about. So we'll see if they have me back as the host next year, which I think they will. So we'll see. All right. All right. Anyway, so back to SHOT Show. All right. Because like I said, there were a few things that were pretty cool. A few things that were like, meh, you know, like what the hell is this? Because, well, I'll be honest with you, there was definitely some weirdness that took place. I will say though that one of the winners for most innovative brand, actually, Wooks, came out with, you know, Wooks, that those guys, they came out with furniture for Henry rifles. So I can tell you right now, my X model 4570 is about to get wooksed up. All right. Because I'm excited about that. I posted up a picture of myself on Trigger Hill, actually, with that 40. I think that was the 4570 that I had with me right there. And I'll pull up that post really quick so you guys can see it. But it is It was gorgeous. It felt great. They had their new quivers also for 35 or 38, 357. And I just got to tell you, it was awesome. Let me go to my page here really quick. Yeah, check this thing out, right? Well, that's Lindsay. I'm trying to. Okay, I want to show. Whatever. I'll just say, hey, Lindsay. Say bye, Lindsay. Yeah. So, yeah, that right there. Can I zoom in on that? Will it let me do that? Yeah. So this thing, that just looks so freaking good. So adjustable length of pull, adjustable comb height. You've got the quiver on the side over here. This was the 357 model. They've also got the quiver here. So you've got horizontal angle on that one. And that I just thought looked really good. And notice the disavowed group silencer also. I'm really happy for those guys that disavowed, because they're just coming out with cool stuff, man. They just make great shit. But yeah, I was really excited about that, because that's just freaking awesome if you ask me. So I'm getting that Henry furniture for sure. That's what I'm saying. I think it looks really, really good. The 50 BMG 20 round drum from Fostech, they had that last year, and I got a picture with that as well. And I'm waiting for it. I need a 50 cal to go with it, but whatever. I might know a friend. Dude, I miss Alec. We was pretty great. Yeah, dude, Alex. Yeah, he and I had really good chemistry on camera. Obviously, James, if you host the Undies next year, you need to Ron White it with a stool on stage that holds a glass bucket of ice and a bottle to a bourbon. That's genius. Yeah, I think I can make that happen. Wooks on the 590 Shockwave, that also looked really freaking good as well, for sure. Got my Henry Big Boy and 45 Colt to match my Birdie Schofield 45 Colt. Finally love them. That's awesome. James, oh yes, James, yes. Clint, was great to see you at shot. An awesome job of the Gunnies, my dude. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. From Roger that Tactical. Ron White at the Gundies would be the best. That would also be very true. Mr. Kaya, is it Wooks or Wood when showing the code word? He did what now? Did he think? Did he not know it's Wooks? Wooks Co. Wooks Outdoor? Well, there's more money of mine spent. Now I need a decked out Henry. Yes, you do. Everybody needs a decked out Henry. You need to have a classic Henry. That's this side over here. And then you need decked out Henry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still working. I got my 357X model, my 45 government X model. And, I'm deciding on what I want to do there. I think I might Ranger Point Precision the 357 and Wooks up the 45. Yeah. I think that might be the way to go. So there you go. Got to get the wood for one of my X models. That's what I'm saying, dude. It looks so good. I told 2A to make a quiver with 5 shots of their bourbon. Who wouldn't buy that? I mean, Monadnock Shooters, talking to Rustic Arms was cool. He's a great dude. Daryl's a solid man. Which, by the way, 100,000 subscribers. Tell your friends, tell your family, start following your boy, because once we reach 100K, RA15 Premium, decked out, will be finding its way into one of your safes on a live stream once we hit 100K. So tell your friends, tell your family. All right. So there you go. Oh, man. So let's see here. Operation Bigger shirt. Ranger Point Precision is the way to go. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like I want to keep one that's like this old school classic Henry. I want a Wooks Henry, and then I want a Ranger Point Precision Henry, and then I probably want a Mad Pig Customs Henry, because I'm addicted. And that's okay. And that's all right. That's okay. So there you go. Sam Hyde is the ghost of Kiev. Okay, the Candyman. Okay, all right. Now that okay. Sorry for spell checks on third glass of 2A tonight. The life of a retiree. Solid. Hey, what's up, Alex? Good to see you, bro. Did I see the new Keltec rotary pistol? The only thing Keltec I saw was the PR57. That was it, just the clip fed thing. 100% looks up to 45. That's what I'm saying, dude. AK Ted on Rumble. Are you buying Iron Monkey Shytac collab? Absolutely not. As cool as it is, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I mean, Iron Monkey, he's awesome, dude. He is freaking awesome. His work is incredible. But yeah, if I had the money, I would. But I'd also have nods. And my fiance's wedding present. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can only have one of those things, and it's going to be her wedding present. Moment of silence for my nods. Okay. Big Cheese. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Why do you think we're seeing a resurgence in old small caliber pistols like the new Tuck 22 20X and 32 ACP 80X? You know, that's a really good question. I think that a lot of these manufacturers are trying to hit very opportunistic demographics. In other words, they are already seeing that the micro conceal carry classification or category is already becoming very, very saturated, and it's a little bit newer of a market. Okay, and then there's the macro conceal carry, right? So they're still small, but legitimately called, you know, the X macro, the SIG 365. Well, I can't touch it anyway, so don't know why I'm looking for it. You know, it's just another category to try to make money in that might be unique. And you're also bringing back this, they're trying to take a modern take on classic guns. So that way, those of us that actually appreciate that classic design will perhaps use it in a practical application because it has a modern touch to it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just another market. It's another way to make money, and it's smart because I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. And I think a lot of people are. Look at HK, look at Beretta. You know, you're talking about diehard fanboys of these old, larger gun companies. Why not? You know, so I think that's what we're looking at. So there you go. The classic, the gentleman, and the tactical Henry. I feel like that should just be a line for Henry. I'll run it by them and I'll get you, like, you know, you owe us a commission type of thing. All right. So there you go. We can still comment on classic. Yeah, you should be able to still comment on classic. What did I miss? Was something else said? I don't know, but yes. Then you'll have to start a new channel so you can get 69K subs again. That's true. Cause I completely forgot to actually, like, you know, mention that. 32 ACP, I think so. Big Cheese, right? Yo, what's up, Kyle? Good to see you, man. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Looking forward to 100K. Me too, man. I am too. You know, I keep thinking when I get to 100K, that's when I can say I've made it. You know, and it's like, nah, dude, nah, because then I want to get to 150K. Then I'm gonna want to get to 200K. Then I'm gonna be like, all right, you know, 250, that's cool. $250,000, that's crazy. 500K, right? You know, we'll see. I just want people to be happy with the content I'm putting out there. And I just want to keep influencing and motivating people to exercise their Second Amendment right. I don't care if that's at 10 or 10 million. The message will always be the same. Get off your ass, go shoot some guns, contact your representatives, tell them to repeal the NFA and abolish the ATF, exercise, defend, and fight for your Second Amendment. The message will never change. Fair enough? Do it. Jeffrey Brown, Clint, are any of your suppressors flow through? Brother, a majority of them are. So, is that an accurate statement? Disavowed group, flow through. AEM5, not flow through. Huxworks Flow 762 Ti. It has flow in the name. I'll let you guess. Cash 9, flow through. Also Huxworks. Yankee Hill, not flow through. Disavowed group, flow through. Surefire RC2, not flow through. Oh, my Mark 18 is down here and I can't, they won't be able to tell. Flow through 556K by Huxworks on my Mark 18. Not pictured. This right here, not flow through. This is the Inert Haze TIP. Really, really cool can. I actually like that silencer a lot. On the MP5 over here, which is covered by my helmet. You can't see it. Oh God, it's caught on the wires. It's not flow through. So I guess I'm about 50-50. There's one not pictured. No, there's. Oh, Gymtech GM45. Not flow through. So yeah, I guess I'm actually about 50-50. So yeah. But yes, it's okay. Solid question. Next week's video. Next Sunday, I'm dropping the video. I actually just got done editing it just before I went live. It's making fun of the people that called me a girly man, that talk about silencers being useless and that putting them on any gun will make that gun a piece of shit. So I kind of call out those people. And you know, I actually think it's a really good video. I don't typically put out a video that I really think is good. This one I think is pretty good. Not because I'm shit talking anybody. I legitimately take their comments, and then I see where they're coming from, and then I tell them why they're wrong, right? Because that's how you know, beat people. You say, I see your perspective. I validate your point. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you how you're wrong and invalidate it. Because at first you thought I was making you feel good type of thing, right? No, so you'll see though, it's all about suppressors and things like that. So we really get into that, the pros and cons of silencers and all that type of stuff. So you'll see that. All right, cool. All right. So what gun did I get her? You know, some of you might think this would be a red flag, but I'm here to tell you it's not. Okay, because I've already gotten her several guns. She specifically asked me not to get her a gun for her wedding present. All right, I know. Mrs. Magdump asked not to be gifted a gun. What do you think I typically get her as a gift? A gun. I can understand for a wedding present, maybe she wants something just this once. Different. All right, so I get it. So, you know, there you have it. Jorge, hey, don't understand the purpose of a clip pistol. That's what I'm saying. I think they're trying to find some sort of loophole or something like that, but I don't know. I don't know. Shytech has the longest range and most accurate sniper rifle with the 408 Shytech. I will say I did shoot that gun. It is wild. It's cool. Little finicky, but pretty sweet gun. Surplus ammo in those old calibers is my guess. That's another thing to take. Yeah, that's solid. There's actually so many people that just prefer the old calibers to own. That is also true when we go back to those other ones being talked about. 380 is being made by a lot of different companies for concealed carry. Also very, very true. All right. Mike Riley, I ordered a replacement firing pin for this Walther Model 5 from World War One. I got. That's really cool. Should be able to work. Finally, clean it out, new springs, and replacing the firing pin. Send it in to magdumpmafia@gmail.com. I'd love to see that. Hootie hoo! What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hey-o. Man, good to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping by, bro. We're over here just talking and shit and just being kind of funny. I was talking about SHOT Show for a bit, and then I wasn't, then I was, and it's just all over the place. It doesn't matter what I title the live stream. It's going to go in some random direction. It's just how it is, you know. That's what happens when you get into the chat, because the chat will just take you every which way. But, you know, that's the fun part. So there you go. Moving from Classic and building 250K subs, you ultimately win Gundies. I'm working on 250K. Haven't gotten there yet. So trying that, all right? Tanner saying, what's up, Hootie Hoo? Tanner's good people. You should say hi back. Captain on Twitch, you could go the Hickok 45 route, have a shooting channel and a talks channel. I thought about that too. You know, it's probably not a bad idea, honestly, just segregating the channels because YouTube likes that for their algorithms. Any thoughts on the OCL Polonium K? I will say this: Otter Creek Labs, what they are doing for the silencer industry, I think is high five. Oh, speaking of silencers, I forgot. I don't have my honey badger up here, so that's not flow through. All right, so the OCL Polonium K, I actually don't have any experience with the Polonium K. I've heard wonderful things, but I can't give you any personal experience on that. I can speak to Otter Creek Labs, just though, say thumbs up. Big old mag dump thumbs up. All right. Flow through, yes. So flow through suppressors are great for DI guns. Again, I go into this quite a bit in this week's video that's coming out. And I talk all about that. I talk about, back pressure, over pressure. I talk about all sorts of shit. So you'll see. Let's see. I didn't see anything. I don't know. Mark 18 is not on the ground. All right. I actually had it there because when I was recording the video that I was editing, I pick it up from here to show it. And then I put it back. And then I just never put it back. Well, okay. I guess technically it's on the ground, but it's not like just laying on the ground. It's not like on the ground disrespectfully. All right. It's my Mark 18. And if it were on the ground disrespectfully, that's just because I'm telling it I love it violently. So there you go. Flow through makes sense if you can adjust the gas. True. What the fuck? Let's see here. Suppressor is the only way it has to go. Hated them until I got one. Right, dude? So that's just it. I think that might be something about some of these commenters, especially talking about suppressed guns. So it's like it turns it into a piece of shit. And it's like, have you actually ever shot suppressed? And if they say no, then it's like, dude, well, how do you know? No. So it's like one of those things where you hate it until you try it, and that's what you're saying, man. So I don't know. All I'm saying is I think suppressors are the bee's knees. And you don't talk about a bad shooting experience. Okay. My first suppressor was, I bought it at the same time that I bought my Mark 18, and it was that Yankee Hill that you see right here. That 30 cal can on that gun was the gassiest of gas that you could ever imagine. And I'm talking like the worst, like Taco Tuesday did you dirty, and you're still feeling it on Friday. And then you've got mixed that with like the alcohol shits on Saturday to try to clear you out. You know what I'm saying? It was so gassy. It was bad. And then I threw the RC2 on it for the longest time. And then now what it currently has on it is the Flow 556K. And wow, what do you know? Flow through. It's nice. It's very nice. But yeah, I like this can. I think it's a pretty solid can, especially for like, a bolt gun, things like that. But for a shorty 556, no, sir. Not a good time. Not a good time whatsoever. And yeah, education is hard sometimes. That's very true. I came from Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. That's for sure. Get her nods. If that would have been, wouldn't that have been something? It's kind of like how I got her the PS5, but I've been playing it more than she has. Yeah. So there you go. Oh, good job. Only way to keep her happy. Way to keep her happy. Yes. Suppressors are for sure the way to go, but I'm tired of the ATF dragging their feet on my paperwork. 70 some days. Oh, man, you got to get away from that, dude. The e-filing, stuff like that, man. If you file as an individual. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, so like I was talking about before, the National Firearms Act 1934, that shit's got to go bye-bye. So again, the Hearing Protection Act, it's been introduced again. We're obviously, hopeful, but we'll see. We shall see. The Husky Bunch, buy her a vacuum, that'll teach her. I've already done that. I also use that. No, I'm just kidding. To a techie, speaking of talking to your representatives tomorrow, the Colorado State Senate Veterans and Military Affairs Committee has the first hearing of their new assault weapons ban bill. It's at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. My friend Ava Flanell, she started We the Second, and it's a movement for Colorado. and everything that she's trying to do to preserve the Second Amendment to the best of her abilities there. I got to give, credit to Ava. She's kicking ass doing that. There's not too many influencers in this space that will actually, dare I say, take up arms, but actually fight for the Second Amendment. There's a lot of people that, might say they do this, say they do that, tell you to do something, but legitimately, are they? Are they donating to organizations? Are they contacting their representatives? Are they actually marching to their state capital and saying no more? Or, are they speaking at different 2A rallies? Like lead by example. You know what I'm saying? Do that. And show your viewers, show your followers, like, hey, this is what you should be doing. As an American, it is our duty to uphold our civil and individual liberties. And when the state infringes upon them, it's our duty to pretty much do everything necessary to prevent any type of violent outcome. All right. So get out there, get actionable, and start fighting for your Second Amendment. Like 2A Tech is talking about here. This hearing, most of these hearings, if not all of them, are open to the public. Go. I get it. Jobs, everything else. I totally get it, but hey, maybe you got some PTO, take a, leave at lunch, go do something. So there you go. All right. My T1. That's a cool little cool little profile picture thing that you got. Yo, Clint, as a fellow suppressor addict, I just ordered can number 15. Nice. The Huxworks Flow 9K Ti. That's the new one they just dropped. I'm pretty excited about that as well. Who again? What's up, bro? I like to be weird and not shoot all the common stuff. Been buying more old school lately. 264 Winchester Magnum, 260 Remington. So then you guys, we were talking about these different companies coming out with like relaunching like Cheetah series or something like that. These different calibers, these more like older classic, calibers, things like that. It's Hootie Who. He's who is making it all make a comeback, so blame him. That's awesome, dude. I actually totally get that though, because why not? Team Creamy. What did I miss? Oh God. Eric Dev, is anything coming out in 2025 that would make me suck less at shooting? There is actually virtual reality. I got to try this at Shadow Systems booth. There was a virtual reality shooting simulator that was pretty sick. So you can practice like playing a video game, but it's VR and you still got to get like sight picture and everything. That was cool. The only problem is you need to make sure you got room, because I could see like if I'm wanting to like shoot around a barricade and start doing this type of stuff, I'm going to start knocking shit off my desk and everything else, because in your virtual world, this doesn't exist. So, if I could start at, so way down here, come up, ow, hit the table and shit. So, there's that. There you go. Thank you, Cherokee Tackle. You guys do a better job at promoting me than I do. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. My viewers are the best. Appreciate you guys. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to wrap this shit up. I will get into a Blast Your Blasters, Bust Your Build segment here soon. Big shout out to my man, Hootie Who, for crashing tonight's live stream. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, I need to do all that. But also, really quick, I want to get to MF. MF, what's up, bro? Did you see the Century AP5 SD? Thoughts? You seem pretty tight with Henry. Will we see a 308 lever gun with SR25 mags and a threaded barrel? So, I do have a non-disclosure agreement with Henry. Therefore, if I would like to keep that reputation with them and also in their good graces, then I probably won't tell you that other calibers are being looked at for the Henry Supreme. I won't say what. I'll just say that they are being looked at. All right. I tried to convince them that since, Fostech is coming out with the 20 round 50 cal drum mag, they should make a 50 cal lever gun that takes M82 mags. they told me to stop talking. So, you know, I tried, guys. I did see the AP5 SD, and it was pretty cool. You know, it's not the one that they had on the wall, at least. It's not a true SD, right? So it's a short barrel with it's kind of like my Honey Badger SD, right? It's not technically integral. It's just the rail goes over the barrel and then over a barrel shroud, if you will, that you can replace to be a silencer. Now, I don't know if they have plans on actually making an integral, a true MP5 SD. If they do, that's really, really cool, because for those of you that don't know, the true MP5 SD makes every 9mm you shoot through it subsonic. How does it do that? Well, it bleeds off the gases all the way down the barrel. So it's almost like the barrel has all these different ports cut into the, or I should say drilled into the barrel, and that allows those gases to escape now into that shroud, that enclosed silencer. So it bleeds off those gases, which means less gases are propelling the projectile, which means it's not going to get up to enough velocity to actually be supersonic. So you could be shooting some of the fastest stuff in the world, some, 90 grain plus P, whatever, and it's still going to come out subsonic. It's really cool. Is Century planning on doing that? I didn't ask all those questions. I didn't have the time to ask all those questions. If you saw the video, you heard me getting yelled at to hurry up because I was late to a meeting. So it is what it is. It's not like I can't call Aaron and ask him, which maybe I'll have him on a live stream. Why didn't I have him on tonight, actually? I got to do this planning thing better. All right, after the wedding, things are going to be a little bit smoother, all right? Right now, it's a lot of stress, a lot of drama, planning this wedding. And that's where Kelsa's mind is at, which is completely cool. But I'm trying not to rely on her as much, so that's why I'm a little slow to get out orders. That's why I'm a little, not as organized, because she's doing big girl things. And I'm going to show up to the wedding and be like, wow, this is what you were stressing out about. This is awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. God, I hope she doesn't watch tonight's live. Anyway, I'll be really excited if they actually make it an integrally suppressed MP5 SD, AP5 SD, but we'll see. I think it's just going to be a short threaded barrel that you put a long, thick silencer on. Close enough. Okay, cool. So thank you, MF, for that super chat. I'll let that one be the last one for the night. Appreciate all you guys, of course, for tuning in and everything. And I just got to say, I'm always really honored and happy how many of you guys tune in to chat with me either on a Monday evening or Friday evening or whenever I decide to go live. You guys are just the best. So thank you. I'm going to go upstairs and hang out with my soon-to-be wife now. And one more super chat came in. Solo Gordo, thank you, dude. Showed up late. Looking forward to the Jacko 2.0 and 3 in a blackout. America. Should be a good time, all right? So there you go. On the AP5 SD, people are barrel swapping the K barrel to a true SD, B&T or RCM, and voila, budget SD build. Need to barrel press. MP5 builders are doing this. That's solid advice right there. Thank you. Shalom, Gibbs. Appreciate that. All right, cool. I'm out of here. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. God bless you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you're feeling like you want to pick up some MagDump merch, feel free to do so at magdumpmerch.store. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And Sunday's video, all about suppressors and bullshit. You're going to like it. See you guys. Y'all have a good one.